Thank you all for tuning in to Design Your Destiny podcast. I'm your host, Tony Buchanan, and Design Your Destiny is sponsored by Life by Design Coaching Network. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. This coaching network is designed to assist you in achieving your personal goals in life and being the best version of yourself. Design Your Destiny is a podcast where we bring experts and entrepreneurs on the show to share knowledge, products, services, and information to assist you in redesigning your life. Hi, welcome back to Design Your Destiny podcast with your host, Tony Buchanan. So today we're going to be talking about letting go of things that no longer serve you. Understanding that a lot of people become stagnant in life. They can't become in a place, in a dark place, sometimes results of depression, anxiety, for simply not letting go of things, not letting go of people, not letting go of jobs, careers, anything that's not working for them, but working against them. Now, keep in mind, at some point, it could have been a really good situation. Take, for instance, toxic relationships. It may have not started off as a toxic relationship. The person may have seemed to be very supportive and on board with your endeavors and your life, supporting you and your career, and anything that you would like to be a part of. But somewhere along the lines, it became a toxic relationship. Some job situations can be very. We think about certain jobs where you have bosses who are demanding and overbearing, talk to you, belittle you, treat you poorly, treat you bad, or talk to you in a very demeaning manner. That's a toxic job situation. So when we think about the definition, letting go. So letting go, somebody might say, well, what does it mean to let go of things that it refers to clearing out, right? Cleaning out the cobwebs, removing things that are not working for you. It could be people, it could be a situation, it could be a career, so it could be a place or a thing. But let's think about it in a physics. I don't know how many of you all have seen that show called Hoarders. Hoarders is a show, television show that came out some years ago, where people who had a medical condition, where they physically, collect trash and collect things that are not useful. So in a hoarder's home, you will go in and sometimes it'll be difficult to even get through the front door because there's so much paper and trash and things that they're not using, but they just continue to fill up. And mentally, what's going on with a hoarder is that they have a situation that they have emotionally suppressed, something or an event, could be in childhood, could be young adult, something happened to them that left a huge void in their lives. And they're trying to fill that void with things, objects. And they have a very difficult time of letting go of those objects or things in their home. And they've had people and family members come and try to clean out the house. And guess what? Unless they get the mental health help that they need and properly diagnosed, they put the stuff right back in the home, right? So think of it like that. So think of it in a spiritual sense. If you are not letting go of things that are hurting you, right? So that kind of explains the definition if you want to think of it in that sense, right? So somebody said, well, I think that may be me or somebody I know that's in a situation. So what are the symptoms? Tell us a little bit, more details of what does that mean or what does that look like when you're in a situation where you're not letting go. How do I know this is toxic? How do I know that it's time to move on? Well, in these situations, you start to feel exhausted. You're tired all the time. You don't have energy. You don't want to do the things that you love. A good example is someone who's an artist, right? And they love painting and they got great joy from painting. But because something happened in their life, maybe a relationship didn't work out, they stopped painting. They no longer love to paint. That's one example. Feeling tired, feeling exhausted, don't have joy in your life, no longer enjoying the things that you used to love. That's one example. Another example is wasting time and money. Wasting time and money. You're going around in circles. You could be wasting time and money. So if you're doing things that no longer serve you, and you're spending money on something, and you're not getting the result. Most of us that if we spend money, if we're investing in someone or something, we're looking for a return in some way, right? It may not be monetary returns, but we're looking for that person to be successful or do something. No different if you have a child, you send that child off to college. You invest money and time in making sure that child has everything he or she needs while they're in college, making sure they have food, transportation, that they're able to focus and get the good grades that they need to be successful. So how does a parent feel when they find out their child has dropped out of college and is working a job? And all that money and time, 2 to 3 years, you've been sending money to support, and they're no longer in school at all. So that parent is going to be devastated, very upset to find that out, that they've been wasting time. So at the interim, the parent is like, you could have just got a job right out of high school. Why are you wasting time, wasting my time? Me investing into you, and there's no return on the investment, right? So that's one example, wasting time. That could be you. You know, you could be wasting your time on a situation, possibly. Maybe someone told you that you could sing. You wanted to be an artist. You want to sing, you want to record music, and you keep going to the studio and you're recording music and you're recording songs, but you never put anything. You never do anything. Wasting time, wasting money. Possibly could it be that you don't have the confidence, or maybe you don't have the talent. One or the other. Once you put your energy towards something, it should produce something. So nobody should ever be putting their time and energy into a project, into a person, into things, and it never produces. You understand? So it's like you're spinning your wheels, and you can never want more for someone than they want for themselves. Always keep that in mind. No matter how much you want someone to win and do well and do good, you can't want more for them than they want for themselves. So at some point, they have to figure it out and understand where the shortcomings, where do I need to make adjustments? How do I need to make changes? Right? So that's wasting time, wasting money. The other thing is self-doubt. Self-doubt. Sometimes you start off maybe very confident. Maybe you thought this was the career or this was the relationship or this is it. You know, this is the one, right? But at some point, self-doubt starts coming and creeping in. And you can't release that feeling. You no longer have confidence in relationship or maybe career or in yourself, period. You doubt everything. You're double-minded. Like you'll say, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna do that. You never do anything. You change your mind. That is a sign that you are holding on to things that are lost. So these are some signs. These are some things that you can identify with, if that may be you. Number one, there's 6 steps into, first of all, how do I begin to identify what it is, you know, why am I feeling this way? Why am I feeling depressed? Why am I feeling like I don't have energy? Why am I feeling as if I don't want to possibly Suicidal ideation. Suicidal ideation, as a result of situational depression, can be some things that you may be feeling. Suicidal ideation is a really, really indication, a huge indication that you are holding on to things that are not for you or no longer serving you. So if you're feeling suicidal, please talk to a medical professional, mental health professional, contact someone right away if you are feeling that way. These are not normal feelings, okay? So just want you to be able to get the help that you need to move forward. So number one, identifying the person, the thing, whatever it is that is holding you, that's keeping you stuck, that's making you feel stagnant, that's making you feel. So that's the first step into letting go of things that no longer serve you, is making those adjustments and identifying the problem. The next thing is reflect on the impact of the situation. So if you reflect on the impact of the situation, how am I going to change it? How am I going to bring resolve to the situation, right? So that's the next step. Once you identify it, look at the impact, then you can start thinking how you can start resolving the problem. Cultivate in a growth mindset. So having a growth mindset, in order to get to that point, you're going to have to raise your vibrations. And what that means is you're going to have to try new things. You're going to have to cut away things from people that are not for you to raise your vibration. So raising your vibration is a way that you can get more from yourself, no longer feeling stuck. Go for a walk, go to, to the beach, take a vacation, get away from your environment that you're in currently. That's one way. Maybe some people, say, I like the mountains. Maybe going to the mountains, go on a nature walk. Do something different that you've never done before. That's a way to raise your vibration, changing your environment, doing something different that you haven't done before. So ladies and gentlemen, this is part one of letting go of things that no longer serve. So I'll be back part two and sharing more information of how to let go of things that no longer serve you, how to remove the emotional blockages and things that are keeping you stuck and not accomplishing your goals.
At Life by Design Coaching Network, we value coaching and training in all areas of life. Some people need coaching in communications, finance, business, confidence, and some even need to find balance in personal relationships. Whatever you may need assistance with, you can book a one-on-one call with me, Tony Buchanan. To book a free 15-minute discovery call, dial 404-981-3065. We also have a vast network of mental health professionals, which include psychiatrists, psychologists, business coaches, therapists, and image consultants. I am a certified life coach with 20 years of experience as a therapist. I have a master's degree in marriage and family therapy and in education. I'm also an executive business consultant and credit restoration specialist. I'm an author and a motivational speaker. For more information, visit the website www.lifebydesigncoachingnetwork.coach. I have books available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Beauty from Ashes, A Guide to Healing from Childhood Trauma and Abuse. What's Wrong with Me, A Guide to a Woman's Transformation. For donations, my Cash App is Coach Tony B. Remember, you can reposition yourself to design your life, discover your destiny, and live your dream.
And emancipation, a chance to be free and a chance to be me. Spread my wings and let my spirit just be one witness over.